I almost forgot to tell you. Even if I wanted to, I don't know if I could send it back now because it was veering into damaged territory. You always should listen to yourself when you tell yourself something. Hi, and welcome back to Styled with a Twist. I'm still new to calling it Styled with a Twist, so I honestly don't know what I'm going to say at the beginning. But I am Rebecca Bryan, and on this channel you're going to see fashion tips and reviews. Today we are going to talk about a service that's really valuable for busy women, and it's called Rent the Runway. I've talked about Rent the Runway before. I've talked about Nuuly before. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a Rent the Runway rental subscription, and frankly, I don't remember what changed my mind. Oh, you know what it was? I do remember why I ended up trying Rent the Runway. They were having a Memorial Day sale. It was 50% off, I believe. I got it. I am wearing this particular blazer today from Veronica Beard that I bought, and this was like a clearance item, so it was final sale. But thankfully I have tried Veronica Beard blazers on in store, so I know I wear 14 in them. And I added a little lemon pin because branding. So anyway, I am going to take you back in time and tell you about my Rent the Runway rental experience and try to remember everything I rented and show you pictures and everything like that. And she's going to react to the things I purchased. I did the plan where you can get 10 items in 1 month, 5 items at a time. So they send you one shipment of 5 items, then you wear them, whatever, return them, and then they send you another 5 items for the last half of the month.
For free?
Well, no, it's a subscription service.
No.
So the difference between Rent the Runway, I will cover some differences between Rent the Runway and Nuuly, but one of the differences is you can keep the items from Rent the Runway for multiple months. So if you like something in there, you do not have to send it back. You can keep it for months and months and months, however long you want, as long as you're still paying the subscription fee, or you can just buy it outright. So that's one difference. So I put this order in on it was delivered on June 3rd, but like I said, it was a Memorial Day thing. So I started with 5 items, and I was looking for items for a fashion show. The one at the Walkie Way fashion show at Brizo Del Mar. I covered it on a previous episode. So I was looking for something for that, and I was looking for something for the Koshka Paris luxury shopping event, which you also saw in a previous episode, and then just stuff to wear to work. These were the 5, I'll put a picture of the 5 items I bought, and I did a little unboxing video, or unpackaging video. They send them in these, I don't know how to describe the bag, but they send them in these bags. And they zip at the top. But the nice thing about these, they're not folded in there like Nuuly's are. I'm not trying to pit one against each other. I actually like both services very well. They come on hangers in garment bags, kind of folded in these bags. I think the Nuuly bags are nicer, but the way Rent the Runway packs them with the hangers and the garment bags, that's nicer. Let me go through the things that didn't fit. This Moschino jeans dress I was gonna wear to the fashion show. Technically it fit, but it did not look good. It was more form-fitting than I wanted. And the reviews said these straps got looser as they went throughout the night, and that is true. Even standing there, they got looser. But I'm like, I can fix that with fashion tape. I can fix anything with fashion tape. So I didn't care about that. I cared about this, my tum-tum. So that would not have made me feel comfortable at the fashion show. So I ended up deciding to figure out how to return that. We will go into that process later. The other thing that didn't fit are these jeans that I got. I believe they were Hudson.
Are those just jeans you're cutting
Hudson.
up?
No. I didn't keep these. They were very tight. They said in the reviews that they ran a little big, but not big enough. I think they were like, were they a 32?
I don't like these.
It was 32, so it was a little ambitious anyway. The great thing about Rent the Runway is you can try trends that you don't want to actually purchase. So these barrel leg jeans are something I wanted to try, but Rent the Runway, I don't think had any barrel leg jeans that would have fit me. So I tried these. They were an immediate fail. Then I had 2 vests. I wasn't sure which vest I wanted to wear to the shopping event. So I had this vest from 1520. I had not heard of that brand before. A lot of people had styled this either like Western or kind of, yeah, because it has matching bottoms, by the way, but I didn't get the matching bottoms.
Yeah.
And then the other one was this Derek Lam 10 Crosby vest, which I ended up wearing this one to work, and I really liked it. And I, for a second, considered purchasing it, but I would not, because this thing was like, I don't know, like $400, and you could purchase it for $200. I'm like, I don't like it that much. Maybe if it didn't wrinkle, I would think about it. But it was a linen vest. It was beautiful. It was high quality, but you look at it and it wrinkled, because that's how linen works. So I will pop up a picture of how I wore that. So I wore this to work, and then I wore it to my daughter's 8th grade promotion. So I wanted to be a little dressier for that. For the promotion ceremony, I changed the shoes to the loafers, and I changed into black pants. So I really like both looks, and I liked this blazer, but I did not like how it wrinkled. That's the problem with linen. The 5th thing I got with this first part of the order was a pair of pants for my mom to wear to the shopping event.
Linen.
They were also linen, and they were size 14. We weren't sure if they were going to fit. Turns out they did not, so she was not able to wear those. I was very, 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 very confused about the return process, because I thought with Rent the Runway you could return what doesn't fit and get a different size. I think you can with the single rental, but you have to like pay a fee or whatever. But for this one, I was Googling it, and there was something about swapping. I'm like, okay, so I have to swap it. I have to swap the pieces that don't work for different pieces, and then I can go on with the rest of my rental or whatever. So I ended up swapping out the Moschino jeans dress and the Hudson barrel leg jeans, because I was going to wear the barrel leg jeans with one of the vests for the shopping event, but that obviously didn't work. I ended up swapping those out for this Diane von Furstenberg skirt, only because the style name is
Rebecca skirt.
the Rebecca skirt, spelled my way. So I got the skirt to go with the vest instead, and then I didn't know what else to rent. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get this Kate Spade dress to wear to the fashion show, which turned out to be the perfect dress. I'm still in the middle of getting ready, so this is not the final look, but I wanted to give a review of the Kate Spade dress. I think I mentioned this in my Nuuly review, but I think I understand why they do it now. I think these self belts that come with these dresses are not, I mean, this one's sewn on too, and I noticed the dress that I bought, it was sewn on. I think they do that so people don't lose the self belt, you know, because otherwise they'd probably never get sent back. But anyway, I wanted to put another belt on. I didn't want to use this belt, so I ended up, let me see if you can, I ended up tying it in the back, kind of see. So it's just this little knot back there that maybe you can see, but now I'm going to put a belt over it, which you'll see in the final look, because I don't want this belt. So anyway, this is an extra large, and the fit is pretty perfect. They have little sticky silicone on the chest here. I assume to give it more structure and keep it from, falling down. So I feel pretty secure in it, and I am happy with this dress. Actually, it's very, very cute. I almost bought it. You saw it in a previous video, but here's a picture of that. You probably remember that too. So that was the first half of my rental, and I ended up swapping. And when I ended up swapping, it told me that I had no more shipments for the month. That was my 2. That counted as my 2. So the moral of the story is, if stuff doesn't fit, don't swap. So I'm like, I paid for 10 items. Like, I paid for a 10 item subscription. I don't want just the 3 items that fit and the 5 other items, whatever, when I paid for 10 items. Luckily with Rent the Runway, customer service is very good. They give you a call to follow up. They email you to follow up, and they say you can text to follow up too. I took the texting order because I am a millennial who doesn't like to talk on the phone. So I started texting them, and they were really helpful. They did say, you need to contact us first when something doesn't work, and we can work it out for you. Don't just swap. I'm like, yeah, sorry, this is my first month. I don't know what I'm doing. So they were nice though. They're like, we're gonna give you another shipment, and we'll reload your clothes so you still have 10 items total. So if something doesn't fit, don't swap it. The other option you have that says something like, does this item not work in your order? Like click here and it will add an extra piece to your next order. However, I don't know how that affects your order this month. So I don't think there's any way to get the right size in the same month, unless maybe you talk to customer service. I didn't actually go that route because I had, in my second shipment, I had more things that didn't work, and they're like, we see you have things that don't fit. You need to contact us. Like, if you're not satisfied with a piece for 60 days, then they will make it right. Whether that means they add stuff to your next shipment or they send you new stuff in that same month, I don't actually know. Because I was having trouble finding stuff to add to my bag enough, like stuff that fit, stuff that I thought would work. Honestly, I didn't want to go through the trouble of finding more stuff. And then it was time for my second shipment. So I had 5 items and then I couldn't decide on 5 items. So I ended up adding an additional item to my order. So that was $33 extra. And that, I believe, carries over to the next month. So I'd get 6 items the next month if I kept going with the subscription instead of 5, but I'd pay more minis. So for this one, I got this Veronica Beard blazer, this Club Monaco sweater, this Veronica Beard short, a Michael Kors rib tank dress, and a Michael Kors matching vest jacket and sailor short. I didn't really have any events to wear this to, and I only had a week to wear it before I had to send it back because I was leaving on vacation and I didn't want this to be late. So the red dress, I figured I could wear it to a date night, so I just wore this out to the bar. It was a little clingy, especially depending on the lighting, and the top, it was a sweater material, so it felt like it was going to get progressively looser, so there were times where I had to kind of hike it up a little bit, but it wasn't going to loosen out that much. It was just such a heavy fabric that it kind of did pull the top down a little bit. But it was gorgeous. It looked gorgeous on. It was very comfortable. And it ran a little large. So I was able to get the large instead of the extra large according to the reviews. And that worked out great. The next piece were these Veronica Beard shorts, which technically I could button, but they did not fit. The other pieces I wore and loved. This vest and shorts I've been looking for years. They were perfect. They were linen, of course, so they did get wrinkly throughout the day, but the color, I did not realize how much I love this specific color of blue. I don't think a color has ever looked better against my skin tone. Like, I loved this set. There was no question that I was buying this set. This sweater, I threw in the cart because it was very 70s, and 70s is one of my style words. I did end up wearing this to work with some wide leg jeans. This would look so good with white pants, like white dressy trouser pants. I also considered keeping it just so I could play around with more styles with this, but I didn't. I ended up sending this back, and it would have been $90, $89 to purchase, and I'm like, do I need an $89 sweater? I don't know. I love it, but I can always rent it again, right? Right? And the last one was this Veronica Beard blazer that I had to iron, of course, because it was linen. And I ended up wearing that to the interview for my part-time job. So, and it was like 90 some degrees out that day. So I did not wear the blazer all day. I just put it on for the interview portion, and I thought it looked really cute, and apparently they did too because they hired me. But yeah, I enjoyed this outfit. The blazer to buy, I believe, would have been $300 some, like just under 400. I'm like, maybe not. That was it. Oh yeah, you need to eat. I gotta feed the dog, so I gotta wrap this up. Would I try Rent the Runway again? Absolutely yes, because I need to rent that Kate Spade dress again. I'm going to be watching the prices for that Kate Spade dress and that Club Monaco sweater because I loved both of them. So yes, I would rent them again, but I don't think I would, unless I had events, I don't think I would use that service, because unless I'm searching for something really specific, it just gets overwhelming. But for something like if I was going to events all the time, if I had a vacation coming up, Yes, absolutely. I recommend either Rent the Runway or Nuuly, really wherever you like the clothes better. I think both of them are worth trying. Rent the Runway's customer service really cannot be matched. Like, they follow up. They want to make sure you're happy. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. I had already decided I was going to buy the vest. So that was a done deal. But I was eating Indian food and I'm like, I need to take this off. You always should listen to yourself when you tell yourself something. I said, self, you should take this off because you're going to spill on it. I did, which would have been fine if I needed to return it. Both Rent the Runway and Nuuly will take stuff that is stained. They'll take it back, they'll clean it, that's fine. If you rip it a little bit, they'll take it back, that's fine. They can repair it. They will not take completely damaged stuff. Or they will, but they'll charge you full price for it or whatever. That's what Rent the Runway does. So I'm like, okay, well, I could send this one back, maybe get a new one, or maybe just not, because of course this stuff is dry clean only. I'm like, oh, why? I don't need to. You know what? I got a dry cleaning kit at home. I'm going to try out the dry cleaning kit. The dry cleaning kit has stain remover in it. I'm going to try out the stain remover. You know what they say in the stain remover always? Test it on a small section of the fabric first. I did not. I was just slathering that on, trying to get the stain out, and washed it as in the dryer with the little dry cleaning sheet, and the stain was still there. It was just faded, and there was a ring, a big old ring where the stain remover was. So I panicked. I already knew I was going to buy this thing. Even if I wanted to, I don't know if I could send it back now because it was veering into damaged territory. So I went to the dry cleaners with my tails between my legs, and I'm like, please, can you help? And that's where it is today. So before this video goes up, I will update you as to the status of the most beautiful vest ever. But as of right now, I don't know if it'll be wearable, and I've already purchased it. You guys, I just picked up my vest from the dry cleaners and I handed him my sheet and he literally gave me a high five. When he saw who I was, he got the stain out, I think. Hold on. There might be the slightest sauce stain still. I'm going to show you real quick. You can see kind of that right there. Might be a slight sauce stain still, but I mean, I'm going to take it because this thing was ruined when I brought it. So I'm going to call it a win. I can wear this again. Yay. I don't want to say if the garment is dry clean only, always dry clean it, because I've dry cleaned other dry clean only stuff that has survived. If it's something you really love, maybe just get it dry cleaned. Don't take the chances. And if you do spill something on a Rent the Runway or Nuuly piece, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't try to clean it yourself. Do not. Just send it back if you don't want to keep it. It's okay. So that's the moral of the story. I will put my referral link for Rent the Runway. This is not sponsored. I was just trying it. But I believe you get some money off. I'll double check that. You get some money off. I get some referral money. So it's a win-win. So yes, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Consider subscribing and turning on those post notifications so you can be alerted right when I post a new video. Because like I said in an earlier video, it might not be every Sunday anymore. But thank you so much for watching Styled with a Twist, and I will see you next time. Bye.